Hi, welcome to Season 1, Episode 12 of OCD Geeks. I'm Chris.
And I'm Jack.
So, how are you doing, Jack?
All here is doing fine, Chris. What about you? What's new there?
What's new is that I was able to get my first dose of Vax, so I'm really happy about that. I feel relief.
I'm glad for you. I'm waiting mine for the 6th of July, so I have still quite a lot of time to go. But I'm waiting for it because I think it will be a great event.
Totally, but be ready because maybe your arm will hurt a little bit for a couple of days after it.
If it's only my arm, that's good.
So this episode might be a little bit different compared to the others because we decided to go off script.
Yes, and we're trying to fight our embarrassment to front of the camera because actually in the first place we were very shy.
I think we are getting a little bit better because I remember, for example, the very first trailer we recorded, I felt high level of anxiety and I didn't know about the outcome. But little by little, I think we are building up podcasting skills.
Yes, we have more self-confidence and we can improvise like musicians.
Yeah, and if something goes wrong, thanks God for the editing process.
And you can be patient, guys, with us.
I wanted to talk a bit about what's going on in our part of the world. So both me and Jack are living in Italy. What's going on these days in Europe, Jack?
Well, in Europe, there's a competition going, which is making all the football supporters very, very hot, let's say so, because it's the European Championship.
We need to specify we are talking about soccer, not American football here.
Ted Lasso would say something about it.
Yes, totally.
Italy has already been playing one match against Turkey last week.
How was the outcome?
Yeah, I watched it and thank God Italy won this match 3-0. It was a really nice start for our national team and
yes.
we hope we can go on with the same pace.
Yes, and the day we are recording this, we are going to have another match in a couple of hours, Italy versus Switzerland.
Yes, and in Italy right now, here on the coast where I live, there are also many Swiss tourists. And today at work, it happened to have a conversation with a Swiss tourist and asking them about what would have been the result of today's match. They smiled at me and said, we hope that we can win. And we had a little argument about it because, of course, I was supporting my team.
Yes, so you know guys, something about me and Jack is that Jack is more fun about soccer compared to me. He has his favorite team and he likes to follow, while as for me, I don't care at all.
You're one of the...
of the 10 people in Italy who don't care about soccer. But at the same time, when there is a competition like, for example, the European Championship, or even more, the Worldwide Championship, in general, a competition such as the Olympics, I like to cheer up for my team. Even though I don't like soccer as much, I still like to follow the match with my family or my friends.
I understand that because I think one of the greatest things that the soccer can do, at least worldwide, but especially here in Italy, is to bring people closer to each other and family closer to each other. For example, when there's a match and Italy is playing, I'm watching the game with some of my relatives, for example, my dad or my cousin or my uncle. There is something, it's like an excuse to be together in that specific moment. And there is not so many occasions in which in everyday life you can do it. With soccer is one of the occasions.
Yes. A fun fact about this European Championship is that basically it was stable several years ago, I think around 2012, that this European Championship was going to be held by several countries all around Europe. In reality, this happened right after, or I would say in the midst of a pandemic. So I believe that the fact that it's not a single country to held it's even more meaningful.
One of the most beautiful thing about it is that there is a great percentage of supporters at the stadiums. It makes particular atmosphere.
Yes, and as for me, since guys, you know me well by now, I have a contamination OCD. The only supporter that I want to be around is my dog. So I don't look forward to go to the stadium.
I've been at the stadium in my life, I think 5 or 6 times, always watching AC Milan, which is my favorite team in Serie A, in the league. Yeah, I like being at the stadium, even though it's very crowded sometimes, and you can feel anxious. And for people suffering from mental disorders, it can be a little bit tiring. But still, it's a great experience to enjoy.
Yeah, and beside that, I'm wearing glasses. So watching it from my 50 inches television, it's quite an advantage for me.
I have just a radio at home, not even television.
Don't be silly, Jack.
Okay, yeah, I'm joking, of course. It's charming also to hear the matches on the radio.
Both me and Jack believe that there is a very deep connection between mental health and sport, or I would say physical activity in general.
This can be a topic for one of our next episodes to analyze the various outcomes of this interaction between
Yes.
and
But
OTD.
in the meantime, we would like to collect your ideas and stories about this specific topic. So, the relation between mental health and physical health. What's your experience? Are you practicing any sport? Or did you feel a benefit, even, for example, running for a few minutes, or maybe having a 30 minutes walk in the nature? Like
have a
for me, for
routine.
example. Yeah, so everyone has a different experience, and it would be really nice to talk about it on a future episode.
Yes, we're looking forward to do it with your help.
You can send your feedback at chris.ocdgeeks and jack.ocdgeeks on our Instagram pages.
You can also check out our website, www.ocdgeeks.me.
We have a visual section. You can send us a mindful picture from your everyday life. I'm glad to announce that our first contribution has arrived.
I'm curious about it.
Yes, but no spoiler, so you need to check it out yourself. And
It will be a surprise even for me.
for you and for the listeners as well, follow us on YouTube on our channel OCD Geeks. This week we recorded a new video, like very short, but you will learn how to say "How are you?" and how to answer in Italian.
Check this new chapter of our language progress.
If you follow us from the very beginning, you might have noticed that we are trying different things in order to change a bit the OCD Geeks style and to improve even more. So that's why your feedback and ideas are even more important to us. For now, I just say let them talk, our freaks.
We stay tuned on OCD Geeks.